Alrighty, guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are here for My Hero Academia episode 34 of my rewatch series. And we're coming right off the last episode, and I think I have said it enough in all the other videos, so if you haven't not seen any of those and you don't know what's going on, sorry, I'm not going to repeat the whole line about everything that I do usually at the start. We'll just talk about last episode and jump into this one, shall we? Speed things along a little bit here. Because I am super hungry, so I want to go make food right after I finish recording this episode. But yeah, guys, last episode we had the whole story of One for All and All for One, and we had Midoriya showing off his abilities. It was really cool. It was a very emotional scene with All Might, trying to convince himself to say some stuff, but it's a hard thing. So, but without further ado, let's jump into this episode, shall we? And I don't even remember what's in store for this episode, so I guess we'll see. But we are going to start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Sexiness necessary for hero work. Ah, yes. I briefly remember this. When I had the screen up, because I had the episode up and it was that guy's face at 0 seconds paused, I was like, what is this? I don't remember this, but now I do. Jeez, that first costume was ridiculous. She did not care. Ultra thin style. Hmm. I mean, they turned it into a joke, but it actually makes a good point. Like, that must be rough for women that have exposed skin in this kind of world. Oh god, Mineta. But like, it's a weird thing to talk about, But seriously, if you had a quirk like, the best example is Momo's. Like, they give a good reason to why she's dressed the way she is, and it's because her whatever she makes comes out of her body, so she needs to have room to be able to make stuff. And for a guy could, walk around without a shirt on pretty easily, but a girl can't do that. And if a girl like wears revealing stuff, it's not as frowned upon in this day and age. But I guess Midnight's was a bit extreme. I don't know if you need to go that far, but who knows? Maybe there's a quirk that you actually do need to. The more skin you have exposed, the stronger you are, and if you don't have that much exposed, you might fail to save someone. Just freaking call her the naked hero, just running around with no clothes on if that was their power. In anime, the characters would pass out from a bloody nose, and that would be her ability. Do 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 do. Yeah. Plus Ultra. Gear up for final exams. Sorry. I'm wiggling around and I'm pretty sure you guys can hear my chair squeaking. I plan on getting a new chair soon. And hopefully it won't be as noisy. '19th and 20th. Dead last. 14th. 12th and 11th. 9th. And here I thought you were one of us. Guys, like, you're only likable if they're dumb. Making fun of that cliche, I love it. The world, I guess. So cocky. Fourth. Second. Ida's such a badass. Todoroki's fifth. I would have thought he was first when I first watched Momo's first place. I can't help out with the practical. Poor Momo. I like their way of showing everyone's, like, rank. She was 7th. He was 17th. I always have a bad habit of when I do silly stuff, I look over at myself in the thing. I don't know why. I hate it. I need to look up at the camera. Look directly into your souls. No, I need to read subs. Look down. Yeah, Momo's so happy. Herod's. Third. He beat Deku. 18th. Nani kana? He's in denial. It's like creepy. I just noticed Invisible Girl in the bottom left. You don't get to see her, like, doing stuff often. It's kind of funny to say. You don't get to see her doing stuff often. But you can see the chopsticks moving, but she has no hands. That must be, like, difficult. Like, I wonder how hard that is to draw. And animate and everything. Like, however they do all that. So rude. How dare you! Nice try acting tough, Midoriya. You tried to stand up for yourself. This guy is so insane. Someday the rest of us might also be caught up in the trouble you cause. Nice catch. Combat against robots. When I first saw this, I was like, she's lying. She acts like the sweet kind of person, but she's just like Monoma, where she has like a different personality where she really like you know, like that was what I first thought, you know, was that she is just trying to trick them into like relaxing and thinking it's just robots and easy, you know? But I don't think she actually did mean it like that. I think she was just being nice and actually thought it was against robots and stuff. And then this reinforced it. Everyone thinking, oh yeah, it'll be easy. I was like, oh god, they're all gonna lose now because it's gonna be something other than robots. Which technically, I was right. It was something other than robots, but I don't think. I think it was supposed to be robots, so technically she was right, and she didn't know at the time that it was going to be something different. Yeah. If you need to control your quirk, just control it. Yep, that's how it works. Yeah. That's gotta stink. Because I know how everything's matched up now, you know? So the poor Bakugo. I guess technically, like, even the people on the same team can kind of score higher than the others, but talk about that more later. Hmm. He's been watching. Damn, glass is always slowly sliding down a little bit. See, I'm kind of curious how Momo's family got so rich, you know? Because we know what her quirk is, and we know she could get rich through that quirk. But is that how they did it? Because she says at one point that she's like not allowed to, make stuff and ruin the economy. Or she almost sounded like she shouldn't make stuff because it would ruin the economy. Not that she doesn't, So I wonder if that's how her parents got rich, if they had the quirk and used it for that purpose, or maybe it's just such a good quirk that they were able to get really good jobs that made a lot of money by utilizing that quirk. But I wonder how you could utilize that quirk without ruining the economy in some way. I feel like anything you make would be ruining the economy slightly because people aren't buying it. I don't know. But why are all the teachers there, I wonder? Yep. Poor Kaminari. I like like how Aizawa was just like is so indifferent about the principal being in his scarf. I like how he lowers himself down using the scarf too. Aizawa was just sitting there like this is normal. I loved Ida's face because you can only see like weird skewed eyes when he's in that suit, and they were so wide. Hmm. Yeah. I wonder how big of a sigh of relief every other student is breathing right now because they don't have to fight All Might. They're like, oh, good, he's with them. A few days ago. Oh right, yeah, this is when they talk about this stuff. Hmm. Yeah, they need to train them right? Make sure they understand what they need to learn and do rather than just fighting robots and passing easily. Yeah. Yep, have the students become stronger so they can defend themselves. I like that because that's definitely one of the best things to do, because you could think, like, I've seen some tropes in some shows be like, oh, we'll just give you bodyguards and it'll be fine, and then it always comes down to somehow the bodyguard is separated, and then the person being protected is screwed. It happens in a lot of shows, and this show kind of says, no, we need to make these kids stronger. Like, if you taught that person that needed defending self-defense or some kind of training in any way, maybe they wouldn't have run into the problem instead of just slapping a bodyguard on him and calling it a day. So I really like that. And obviously, I love how Aizawa, like All Might just said, is paying attention and combining the kids in a very logical way, and it's fantastic. And the final one, all the way at the end, of course, is the All Might fight. Hmm. I like how he's doing those hand movements and they just brought in those, like, what are they called? Like scratch boards or something? I don't know. I forget what they're called. I remember thinking that was the coolest thing when I was younger. Was was the people that do those, like, wee, wee, wee. Yeah. Fight and win or run and win. Very cool. I like that too. Not every person has a quirk to deal with, you know, a villain. So sometimes it's heroic to go and get help. Ultra compress weights. Man, you know what this makes me want to do? This makes me want to rewatch the fight between Gara and Rock Lee when he first takes the weights off him that he always has on. Oh, it's so epic. I love that part too. I wonder. With the shadows and the glowing eye. Oh, so good. I forget, do we actually get this first match? Or do they do it right at the start of the next episode? I don't even remember. I feel like they might show it because it happens pretty quick and we have a few minutes left. Poor recovery girl. Bakugo won't talk about anything. With him, at least. Oh, Yamakun! That's my thought. Cementos on the attack. Sorta. I guess more like defense. I like how his weights, like, really don't do anything. He can just sit there and still just manipulate it all he wants. It's the first time we hear his quirk. I just find that crazy. Season 2, episode, whatever number this is. I know it's 34 total. They gotta take a different approach. They can't just go at it from the front. God, Sato's lips are really weird. I'm a little uncomfortable with it, but whatever. Yep. What is Midori gonna do about All Might? That's I'd be like so trying to think about that, but realistically, his matchup is more about him and Bakugo than it is All Might. I like how they start us off too, just like they want to see the doubt. You think like if the first fight ended up in a win, you'd be like, okay, all these kids are just gonna pass and go to summer camp, but they started off with a fail, so then you're like, who else is gonna fail? You know, that's what's kind of crazy. Yeah, and gives the kids a good jolt of how difficult this is probably gonna be. Hmm. All Might. Ready, go. Same with his weights. Unless they get to his actual body, the weights don't do much either. I love that music. And the end. It's such like a hype build up just to the ending, but it's like something out of like a horror film or something. It was funny. Yeah, it was a really good episode. It was definitely, preparing the whole this whole exam. We got to see all their grades on their written stuff. We skip past the written, obviously. It's not gonna be fun to watch them do a written test. And then, well, I guess that was their midterms. We haven't seen them do the final test yet, but I'm pretty sure they skip over that anyway for the written stuff. But the midterm is what they were saying. We saw those rankings, so that was cool seeing that. And then we got to see some of the students that needed help getting help with number one. That's really cool, getting some tutoring going on and all that. And then we got to see all the matchups and the conversation between the teachers, talking about like why they pick certain students to go with certain teachers and the whole weakness thing, which is really cool. The handicap for the teachers and all that, and then we got to see a whole match, even though it ended quickly. But yeah, pretty good episode. Alrighty, so that is the end of episode 34. I think during the outro I talked about the majority of the stuff that I wanted to mention about the episode, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and end it, and I'm really starving anyway, so thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed. I really appreciate it. And yeah, you can check out the description below. You can see my Patreon link if you wish to support the channel at all, as well as my anime list, a link to there, where you can see all the shows I've watched and all the shows I plan to watch on the channel. under the plan to watch section. So you guys can let me know in the comments if there's any shows you want me to watch, and I will add it to that list as long as it doesn't look, too like fan servicey or too boring. I don't know. I don't want to say boring, but some slice of lives are very slice of life. But who knows? Maybe I'd end up watching it anyway. So you guys can just let me know. But yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.